How's it going, everybody? This is Token Jake coming at you guys with another video. Before we get into the markets, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investment advisor. Invest at your own risk. All right. So right now, XRP is sitting at $1.64. Dogecoin shot up to 60 cents. Cardano is on the move as well at $1.71. VeChain at 24 cents. Stellar XLM at 66 cents. This whole market's up. It's looking real nice right now. These prices, last year they were so small compared to this year. So I can just imagine next year and the year after that, they're just gonna keep going up. But today I want to talk about how green is your currency, the cryptocurrency or the payment system you use. I want to talk about how all these banks, yes, they're talking about CBDCs, but they're also talking about a green recovery, the Great Reset, green finance, carbon net zero. And I just want to show you guys a couple articles from big banks that state that. So before I show you that, back in 2015, there was a Paris Agreement to tackle global warming, but they wanted to tackle global warming at all aspects, as much as possible. Even finance, as it states right here. That was the Paris Agreement. Here it shows they want to support the road to net zero. Net zero for what? Carbon net zero by 2050. Let's see here. Morgan Stanley Bank commits to net zero by 2050. They want a low carbon world by 2050. The IMF also stating green finance towards a sustainable recovery. The BIS, they're going to be holding a green swan event talking about global warming, green finance, the Great Reset. It's and a lot of people are going to be attending this green swan event. You're going to have all these people. Christine Lagarde being one of the big ones. You have someone from the Bank of China. You have the director from the IMF. You have the other director from the BIS. You have the general manager of the BIS going to be there. There's a bunch of people here that are playing big roles in the world of finance, talking about green finance and the green recovery, green everything. It's to me, all these banks, if all these big banks are talking about it, something's gonna go down. Something's gonna go down. They're gonna change something, and they're talking about green finance. Y'all really gotta study and see what type of cryptocurrencies are green. The ADB, other big bank, looking for a green recovery. The World Economic Forum, talking about the Great Reset. Remember, I told you the coronavirus really pushed this agenda forward real quickly. They're really trying to recover from it because they didn't see it coming. All these plans they had to do in 2050 and above, they're doing it right now. And I just want to show you Ripple XRP pledges to achieve carbon net zero by 2030. Ripple's ahead of the curve, man. Like they're way ahead of any other cryptocurrency company, any fintech company when it comes to like carbon payments, partnerships, banks, everything. Like Ripple has the most. Like they go above and beyond, and they're gonna be carbon net zero by 2030. As we speak, they're pretty much almost like little to nothing of carbon when they use their system. But by 2030, it's gonna be carbon net zero. This is CoinDesk. States here, Energy Web is starting with Ripple in its bid to make crypto green. Here again, the 9 most sustainable cryptocurrencies for 2021. What do you see here? Ripple. But I read this article and they have a list. Number 1, Solo Coin. Number 2, BitGreen. Number 3, Cardano ADA. Number 4, Stellar XLM. Number 5, Ripple XRP. Number 6, Nano. Number 7, EOS. Number 8, Tron. Number 9, Burst Coin. And number 10, Ethereum. Ethereum, I mean, doesn't have that much of a big carbon footprint as Bitcoin, but I mean, it still produces a lot of carbon. But Ethereum 2.0, I mean, there's a lot of things they're saying that they're going to achieve, but you can't really state things until it's really, achieved. And there's been a lot of things I've heard. So till then, I mean, it still produces a lot of carbon. But it says the 9 most, but they showed 10. So I guess, Ethereum was a special mention. But okay. Over here, states again, XRP is inherently green currency, establishing well as a global payment asset. Here again, XRP is green. It's a green currency unlike Bitcoin and Ethereum. Over here, remember how I told you for one transaction of Bitcoin is equivalent to burning 75 gallons of gasoline. Bitcoin can only handle 3 to 6 transactions per second, but based off Google search, they're saying 4.6 is the bare minimum that can really handle. But let's give it the benefit of the doubt and say 6. 6 transactions per second. It's really slow. It's not the best, and it uses the most energy I've ever seen any currency ever use. Again, here, Bitcoin. People are really concerned about its massive carbon footprint. Why would all these banks here, like Morgan Stanley, IMF, the BIS, all talking about the green recovery, green finance, great reset, the ADB talking about the same thing? Why in the hell would they want to use Bitcoin as a bridge currency when it has a massive carbon footprint? It would not make any sense. It would not make any sense. It makes more sense to use Ripple XRP for this green finance, or XLM, or Cardano, anything else, Ethereum, besides Bitcoin. But with Ethereum, in a year, they use 3.1 million tons of CO2. That's a lot. It's lower than Bitcoin. But man, that's a lot of CO2. If you guys don't know how big that is, this is how big it is. That's 1 ton of CO2. Look at all those people around it. And Ethereum produces 3.1 million of these a year. It's a lot of carbon each year. It's a lot of carbon. Here, Visa, this is how much Visa transactions can do per second. Okay, they do about roughly around 1700s per transaction per second, no problem. If they're really trying to push it through, they could do 65,000 transactions per second. That's their cap, approximately. But in a day, they do about 150 million transactions per day. So a lot of transactions going through Visa, of course. But now I want to show you the facts of XRP. I'm not trying to just show you articles and XRP is green, get XRP. This is Ripple's, this is their website. They're claiming here XRP the best digital asset for global payments, and it's facts. There's You can't really argue with me about it, and I'm gonna show you everything here. So I already talked about what XRP is, but I want to show you the facts here, the benefits of XRP and payments. It's fast. Payments moving across the XRP ledger settles in 4 seconds. All right. Bitcoin settles in 60 minutes. Litecoin settles in 10 minutes. Ethereum settles in 2 minutes. XRP, 4 seconds. It's way faster, way cleaner, way greener. It's way better. Over here, scalability. XRP could do 1,500 transactions per second, 24/7, no problem. That's what it can do, no sweat. Ethereum can only do 15. I know for a fact it could do 15 through 30 transactions per second. Bitcoin 3 to 6 transactions per second. But XRP did push the limit on their XRP ledger, and they were able to run as many transactions as Visa at 65,000. So XRP isn't playing around. XRP can just compete with Visa or even surpass it. I honestly think XRP is probably the best digital asset out there. And that's why I'm so heavily invested in it. Let's go down here. XRP is stable. It hasn't had error in the system since it was created. It has great energy usage. It's eco-friendly. Here, how green is your currency? Let's check it out. So, let me show you here. At 20 million transactions in cryptocurrency. Bitcoin versus Ethereum versus XRP. Look at the energy Bitcoin uses just for 20 million transactions. Look at when it's at 40, 60, 80 million transactions, 100 million. That's the carbon footprint of Ethereum right there. It's not big, but still big. And that's XRP. That small little tiny dot. It's crazy, guys. It's real crazy. CO2 emissions with 20 million transactions, only 90 metric tons of CO2. Jesus Christ. Ethereum uses 546,000 and Bitcoin uses 9.3 million. That's just in 20 transactions. And 100 million transactions, only 450 metric tons of CO2. 2.7 God, 2.7 million tons of CO2 for Ethereum, and then 46.6 million tons of CO2 of Bitcoin and 100 million transactions. That's a lot of carbon. A lot of carbon. And for an agenda to have green finance and the Great Reset and the green recovery, you think they're gonna use Bitcoin or Ethereum? I'll put my bet on XRP before I put my bet on Bitcoin or Ethereum. And this is just the gas prices here, pretty much trying to show you on the scale of how much gas is used in for each 100 million transactions. Here, it shows you everything: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Visa, MasterCard, and of course paper currency, fiat currency. It shows here for one transaction, see? One transaction, 75.7 gallons of gas for one transaction. Ethereum for one transaction is about 2 gallons of gas. XRP, little to nothing. Pretty much just like Visa and MasterCard. So XRP is just like MasterCard and Visa in the aspect of being low energy, low carbon, efficient, fast. Why wouldn't you want to use a currency that's fast, green? I don't. I just, to me, I've done too much research and compared too many currencies together. Honestly, I really do feel like XRP will be bridging these these CBDCs in the near future. But that's my video for today, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Comment below what you think. Subscribe, like the video. Peace out.